What's up, fam? What's up, fam? Quick video here, man. Wasn't gonna upload today. Just woke up and had a flat tire and on top of all this snow that we have here, and it just really blew me, man. Like and subscribe if you like the video. Hit the notifications bell so you'll be notified every time I upload. Make sure you're following Underdog underscore NBA on Twitter and notifications on for those guys, okay? Because injury news is really important. I didn't really get a chance to go over everything. I didn't really chance to go get really get a chance to go over anything really, but I will come on here and give you guys some of my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really come up with something official, but a couple things are trending official uh, as the day go by. So let me try to make this a brief run through here. Okay, Boston Celtics at Detroit Pistons. We got 214.5 over under in this one. Boston Celtics, they're favored by 9.5 on the road. Okay. Interesting thing that we can point out here is let me see. Um, yeah. So let's take a look at the let's take a look at the So truthfully, I'll tell you one thing right here. All right, the overall, okay, the under is 5-1. Okay, the 5-1, the under is 5-1. The Celtics last six games, man. So the under is pretty much trending pretty good here. Okay, uh, the over, I mean the unders. Excuse me. The under is 23-4 for Detroit after after they allow 125 points. Now they just allowed 125 points uh, against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and then the Pistons. One thing about the Pistons, after they lose a game, they do come back and play a little bit harder. But we do need to see the injury status of somebody like Cade Cunningham. But they 4-1 against the spread after in their last 5 games after a loss of 10 or more points. So it seems like they try to get back and play. So try to come back and play a little bit harder. So right off the back, I mean, I gotta have some. I mean, I went to Anthony Edwards yesterday. He cashed. He cashed for me 25 points in the win. I have no problem with going to Jaylen Brown. Similar position, same spot here. They're just leaking points from the two guard position, so I don't mind that. It's either I'm going to take this points for Jaylen Brown, or I'm definitely going to go over here to the 3-point prop for him, and I'm going to take one of those. Now, all three of these guys can get there, so their threes are in play. I'll keep it moving to the next game here. Okay, slight lean towards Boston. All right. Chicago Bulls at Indiana Pacers, 230.5 over under in this one. Bulls favored by 3 on the road. This Indiana team and their big situation is horrible here. It's Bulls or nothing for me in this one. Should be a nice game here. Bulls is a back-to-back. They should be looking to get back in the win column here. Very nice game for same game parlays. Just remember, this big situation in Indiana, they will not be able to rebound. Keep an eye out on the status of Zach LaVine. Everything's a go here. It's the Bulls or nothing for me. All right. Moving along here to the Cleveland Cavaliers at Charlotte Hornets, okay? 216.5 over under in this one. Charlotte Hornets favored by 4. I don't have a lean in this one. There'll be no Garland here. There'll be no Garland, and then no marketing, and then they'll Hayward. He's questionable for this one. All right, so I imagine he's gonna go. I have some first basket trends in this one here. I'd like to bring to you guys because I really it is what it is. Now, first and foremost, these teams played twice. Uh, One game, Jared Allen got the tip. Evan Mobley got the basket. Okay. No. Yeah. Okay. Uh, Jared Allen won the tip the second time, and LaMelo Ball got got the first basket. Okay, so that's between these two teams. All right, now um, first baskets. Evan Mobley on Cleveland leading the way with 8 first baskets. Then Jared Allen, Okoro are tied with for 5, along with Garland. Of course, there'll be no Garland. So Evan Mobley is the leading over there in Cleveland, and then it's scattered around on the Charlotte side. Gordon Hayward is leading the way with 7 first baskets on 9 first basket attempts, 9 shots. Miles Bridges has 7 shots. He has 5 first baskets, and LaMelo Ball has 5 first baskets. So it's pretty much scattered around on this one. All right. So yeah, there you have that. A little information about that. There, I'll keep it moving. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna keep it moving because the way I think that if you can shoot, I think you can get it. I think you can get them. You know what I'm saying? I think you can get Cleveland, especially without without my boy Garland right now. They're a little bit vulnerable. Okay. Cleveland. They're a little bit vulnerable right now. You know what I'm saying? We've been eating pretty good off of them. Right now, they are in their last 10, they 7-3 in their last 10, but they 3-6-1 against the spread. You know they a little bit better than that. So you gotta know when it's time to fall back off of them. Charlotte Hornets, they 5-5 in their last 10 and 5-5 against the spread in their last 10. But I'll tell you one thing right here, okay? Each one of these guys are in play for their 3-pointers. Now, Miles Bridges, I haven't been able to catch him out here in the streets, all right? I think I'm going to catch his ass out there tonight. 2 threes with plus money. I got to go for it, all right? I got to go for it. This is probably, he'll probably be matched up with somebody. I mean, he's going to have to have an edge. He's a little bit more quicker than guys like Kevin Love and Evan Mobley. So I think he can pop out a little bit faster and get a 3 off in one of those bigs' face. I mean, it just is what it is, okay? Isaac Okoro, he's an honorable mention here, all right? Just because Charlotte Hornets is going to be jacking up 3s, Cleveland Cavaliers, they're going to be jacking up 3s as well. Keep an eye out for Kevin Love if he gets on the books. Terry Rozier, we know what damage he can do along with a Melo Ball. 3s, for me, are in play in this game, especially these 3 guys from Charlotte Hornets, all right? So I'll keep it moving, okay? Just to try to save some time here. Atlanta Hawks and Toronto Raptors, same old shit, all right? Anytime you get Toronto Raptors on the slate, you know what's going on. We get concentrated usage, which means we know where the usage is coming from. This is a back-to-back for Toronto Raptors. Atlanta, this is a back-to-back for Atlanta. Same thing here. We know where the usage is coming from for the Atlanta team, okay? Possibly, it's probably an 80%, 90% chance that we won't see John Collins, okay? So we got a 218.5 over-under in this one. Toronto Raptors favored by 2.5. It's a lot of deep. Both of these teams have been playing some really good basketball here. I got to go off into a few trends to let you guys know what's been going on lately. It might sound like a broken record, but it is what it is. In Atlanta last 10, they're 8-2, and then they're 8-2 against the spread. Toronto, they are 6-4, and then they are 7-3 against the spread. So both of these teams have been playing some really, really good basketball. Here goes some trends. The Hawks, I just told you, they 8-1 against the spread in their last 9 games right there, but that's nearly here there. Hawks are 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games, following an ATS spread win here. All right, a few things I want to point out for the Raptors. They are 9-1 against the spread in their last 10 games as a home favorite, and then they are 7-1 against the spread in their last 8 games, playing on 0 games rest. That means they play, they come out and play, they come out and play, they come out and play. Same thing like yesterday going up against the Bulls. The Vegas, they just think this is going to be a tough game. You know what I'm saying? And rightfully so. All right, so like I said, we know where the usage is coming from. I don't have to talk about points here for these guys. Anybody can pop off, okay? Anybody can pop off. Anybody can pop off. I don't need to talk about points for these guys. All right, so rebounds. I need to go back and run check on the minutes that Clint Capella has been playing, because one thing they will do, these coaches, they will tell you that these players are in the minutes limits, but they won't tell you when they come off. Okay, so Clint Capella hasn't played 30 minutes in, I think, 9 straight games. Okay, so looks like he has, he hasn't been playing 30 minutes. All right, so he's had double digit rebounds in, I want to say, 2 of his last 9 games. Where's this rebound prop at? 9. Mm. Probably don't mind getting to an 8-piece there. And, same game parlays, probably won't mind getting to an 8-piece there, okay? Against this team, the Toronto Raptors do like to go small. All right, so I'm just going to run off a few plays here. The player pool, you know what I'm saying? This was a success yesterday, all right? Y'all know y'all got money off this shit yesterday, so here we go. What are we going to say? The 4 assist thing here? Okay, we know who's been consistent. Mr. 14 out of the last 15 games for 4 assists, all right? All right, so we're going to go right here, all right? Do I have some interest in that Fred VanVleet 7.5? Yes. Am I going to be betting it? Probably so. I might bet it. I might bet it. But for the sake of the same game parlays, I can go with 6 at minus 330. What's my specialty? Any minus 300, any 3 minus 300s or whatever, gonna get you plus money. All right, gonna get you plus money. I'm kind of skeptical of going to that 8 rebounds for Capella, but I'm not scared. But I'll give you a bunch of alternates right here. You know what I'm saying? So, where we at now? Okay, you want to talk about threes? All right, let's talk about threes, because there's going to be a lot of them. Everybody here you see. Oh, and by the way, did y'all get to that 3-point prop for Scotty Barnes yesterday? Because I did. Got in there for, it was 240, I think. Got in there. I took him for 2 and took him for 3. He hit 3. He hit 2. All right. His 3-3 prop today, nothing. Just plus 1180, so I got that too, and then I got that too in a parlay, which I hit that parlay, the same game parlay too. Thanks, shout out to Gary Trent Jr. for hitting that last 3 against my Bulls. That would made me cash that huge same game parlay. But anyway, so let's run off some of these threes. If I go to the threes for Fred VanVleet and Gary Trent, it's going to have to be 3. Okay. Then we'll work our way down to the 2 section, all right? If I get to a 3, it's same game parlays, to keep it funky with you, if I get to a 3 for Scotty Barnes, which I will probably not put him, I'll put him on one Hail Mary or something. But if I want to take one is I rarely put him on my same game parlays, man. I really straight bet him. But yesterday I had to put him on my same game parlay. But to make one, you get at minus 190. That's a good number if you think he's going to hit one. But I'll leave him off for right now. 2 threes for OG, 2 threes for Kevin Herter. You'll get that at a minus 140, and you'll get that at a minus 140. And then, like I said, this might be the day. This might be the day, man. This might be the day for Gary Trent Jr. 5 threes, you'll get him at plus 235, but the Hawks are terrible at defending the 2. All right, terrible at defending the 2. All right, so these are some plays that I don't mind getting to here. You know what I'm saying? Pick your poison. It's more, you know what I'm saying, especially when it comes to points, the raw point section, you know what I'm saying, when you got guys like OG. So it just locked on us. Something just happened. We must have just gotten John Collins out. Let me see. That's probably what just happened. Let me see. Let me look on Twitter real fast. Guys. Lou Williams questionable. John Collins questionable. We just got Danilo Gallinari out. So that's why it's so important to be up on the injury news. Okay, so I'll just leave you guys with that. Let me keep it moving so I can hurry up and get off of this. Okay. Houston Rockets at San Antonio Spurs, 236.5 over under. Spurs favored by 5 at home, right up the back, fam. You see that total? That's a 236.5. Both of these teams play really, really fast. I mean, fastest paced teams in the NBA. Going against each other. I don't have to go into props or anything like that. Great game for same game parlay. I'm quite sure everybody knows that right now that San Antonio is not a good rebounding team. Everybody's going to be on Christian Wood's rebound, and rightfully so. Am I going to get there? Probably not. I might just go for raw points in this game and give me some money and get up out of there, okay? Not going to touch on anything right now. Just letting you know right now, this should be a great same game parlay game. If Murray goes, he's a triple-double candidate. Let's keep it moving, man. New Orleans Pelicans at Denver Nuggets, 224 over under in this one. Nuggets are 6-point favorites here. The Denver Nuggets, they are 6-4 in their last 10, 3-6-1 against the spread. New Orleans Pelicans, they're 4-6 in their last 10, 5-4-1 against the spread. And right off the back, I'm gonna tell you, I'm going to have interest in a couple things here. All right, so a couple trends though that I did want to point out for this team, for these teams, are going to be. Let's talk about New Orleans Pelicans first. Surprisingly, the unders is 4-0 in the last 4 games overall. The under is 4-0 against the opponent when they allow 100 points or more in the previous game. All right. Now the Pelicans are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 road games. Okay, so that's something to point out for the Pelicans. But on the Denver side of things are trending the other way. The over is 4-0 in the last 4 games following the ATS win against the spread, that is. And the over is 6-0 in the Nuggets last 6 games as home favorite. Now, the over is 7-0 in the Nuggets last 7 home games. So Nuggets at home, the over is trending. The over is trending hard here, okay? The over is trending hard. Between these last 2 teams, the Pelicans are 5-0 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Denver. Now, the under is 5-0 in the last 5 meetings in Denver, okay? And the under is 6-1 between these 2 teams in the last 7 meetings. So it's a lot of stuff trending in different directions here. I need to see if Josh Hart goes, then if Josh Hart goes, then I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have to end up looking towards the over in this one. All right. So before I get into a few things here, let me talk about a few first basket trends for this one here. All right. So surprisingly, it's gonna be crazy. Okay. So the New Orleans Pelicans won the tip. All right, the last time they played on December 8th, and Will Barton got the first basket. New Orleans Pelicans are getting the first basket at a 35% clip versus Denver. They're getting first baskets on a 51% clip. Okay, and New Orleans Pelicans are winning first baskets at 57% rate, and Denver, they're getting the first basket right around 50%. Now, for the Pelicans side of things here, its first basket is scattered out. Jonas Valanciunas leads the way with 5 first baskets on 7 attempts. Brandon Ingram is next in line with 4 first baskets on 5 attempts. And then let's talk about who they playing? Denver. Okay. Now, it's got to be free throws counted into this one, but Will Barton, he's got 11 first baskets on 3 attempts, okay? So it's got to be free throws factored into that. And then Nikola Jokic, he has 7 first baskets on 11 first shot attempts, okay? So he'll be my first candidate, and then it'll be somebody like Will Barton would probably be my second candidate. And then Aaron Gordon, he's got 5 first baskets. And then he'll probably be my third. So it kind of like going in order of usage rates. I would, if you ask me the usage rates for these guys on this team, it would be Nikola Jokic 1, Will Barton 2, Aaron Gordon 3. All right, so right off the bat, I got strong interest in this 22.5 here. This is what he's averaging on the season. So I'm not opposed to getting to something like 20 on same game parlays, 19 to be real with you when the alternates come out. But that's something that I'm not opposed to get there. I don't know if I'll get there. I'll just point out a few things that I don't mind getting there. For same game parlays, alternates. Now, Nikola Jokic, he's self-explanatory. He's somebody that I don't even have to put in the player pool, okay? Yeah, for sure. Jonas Valanciunas, he'd have to stay out of foul trouble. Now, Nikola Jokic will give up some rebounds. We know that. He knows how valuable he is to the team. He doesn't want to get in foul trouble because if he gets in foul trouble, their ass is out. All right. So he has somebody like Valanciunas who doesn't need to get in foul trouble, or his ass will be out, including out of the game. All right. So temper your expectations sometimes when you get to him. Brandon Ingram, 4 rebounds. Yes, something I always go to in same game parlays when I play. Aaron Gordon, 4 rebounds for him is not out of the realm of possibilities. I don't even know if I would get there, but because he's sometiming, man. He's been okay as of late, but the boy can be sometiming. So, he's been better, though. He's had 4 rebounds or better in 12 of his last 15, probably about 10 straight games. So he's gained a little bit of respect from me in that regards there. So, assists. Another thing here. It's high usage players for me, man. Don't mind getting to 4 assists for somebody like Brandon Ingram. Okay, you get that at minus 330. He's had 4 assists in he's had 4 assists in 14 of his last 15 games there. Okay, so that's one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So you know what? I could take this 20 points down. Now, these 3 picks right here could get you plus money, all right? That's plus 122 for minus 403 and 3, all right? So, you already know the drill here, all right? Now, let's go over here to the 3-pointers, all right? Now, 3 points here. I don't really take a lot of people for 3-pointers here when these guys play. It's either a Devontae Graham, and that's when I'm really, really feeling it. I mean, Devontae Graham, it's gonna have to, if I take him for anything, it's gonna have to be 4 threes. I just when I feel he's gonna hit them, because they know when he hits them in bunches. Okay, so that's just about it right there for right now. Don't have a lean in this one. Y'all know New Orleans Pelicans is one of my teams that I like to bet on. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is with that, man. I don't have a lean. You guys got something, you guys let me know. I had to take some time on that one. Brooklyn Nets at Utah Jazz, 232 over under in this one. Utah Jazz, 3.5 point favorites. We got a high total in this one, man. We got a high total. All right. We do get some Donovan Mitchell back here. All right. So that's something to look at. We know Bogdanovich, he could get hot, man, but that's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to get hot. Donovan Mitchell does have 4, 5, 6, 3 upside. Don't get it twisted with that. Kyrie Irving and James Harden are in play. I'm not scared of Donovan Mitchell's defense or Mike Conley, and nobody's scared of Kyrie Irving's defense or James Harden. It's a possibility that those 4 guys can go at it. Well, you're saying to say how Conley's going to go at it. Conley's a pretty good defense. 3-point shooter now. Don't get it twisted. He will go out there and pop some threes. It's over 2.5 threes is at 2.5 at plus money. That's interesting there, because when you got somebody like Kyrie steady coming at you, being aggressive, how you fight back. You play defense and what else? You come back, you bust their ass too. All right. So, if you think he's going to hit those threes, it's a possibility he might hit some threes tonight, man. It's a possibility, That's what he takes, though. He's hit 3 threes in 3 straight games, all right? And he's hit 3 threes in 3 out of his 4 last. Let me just tell you what he's been doing. 3, 3, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 5, 2, 2, 2, okay? Those is 3-point makes in his last X amount of games right there that I just announced. Patty Mills, you know what he does, make it rain. It's a possibility that these boys can get out there and start shooting a 3. 2 3-point section here. You're going to get Kyrie Irving. You can get Kyrie Irving at 280. Mike Conley at 230. James Harden at 215. And Bogdanovich at 400 right there. Those props right there get you some plus money. You know what I'm saying? I could take down the highest ones. What's that? Mike Conley. I could take down James Harden. Leave those 2 up there. Oh no. And I have to add one of those 2 back. From right there, you could do, if you want Kyrie and Bogdan, from right there, you could add anybody. You could probably even put 2 threes for Donovan Mitchell up there and get the plus money. See that? So, it's more than one way to skin a cat. You guys know that. All right. So I'm gonna get off this here. I don't really care who wins that game. I'll be looking to get to a few peripherals and give me a few 3-pointers and get out of there. Oklahoma City at Portland Trailblazers, 212.5 over under. Portland Trailblazers favored by 8.5 at home. There's another big spread. Oklahoma City just tapped their ass. Interesting thing I want to point out here. Oklahoma City is 31-17 against the spread this year. They have been playing some, they've been playing some okay. They've been covering. That's just letting you know that they haven't been going out there laying down, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? A significant injury today, and I forget his name. God damn, what's the boy's name? Wiggins, I believe. Wiggins got a significant injury there. Few trends here. All right, the unders 5-0-1 after the Thunder allow in their last 6 games after they allow 100 or more in previous games. Okay. Fun fact here: the unders 8-1-1 in Thunder last 10 Friday games. The unders 6-1. In the last 7 games following a win. All right. And I'm sorry, that's the over. That's the only trend that's going over. You know what I'm saying? But they 5-1-1 against the spread in their last 7 games following a straight up win. So it's a lot pointing towards the under on both sides of the ball. One thing about Portland I want to point out here: the under is 10-1 in Portland Trail Blazers last 11 games versus a team with a winning percentage below 400. Okay, between these two teams, it's they just came back and beat them. All right, let's see, 98-91. Portland, Oklahoma City won that game. All right, so that was really really low scoring, and that was 2 games ago for Oklahoma City. All right. The Portland Trailblazers got to be pissed about that. We know Josh Giddey, he's had a double-double in, I think, 4 straight games. It's hard to pinpoint which category it's going to be in, but it's always been in points. And then he's had 1 double-double in assists, 2 more double-doubles, or 3 more double-doubles in rebounds in the last 4 games. So he's pretty much on fire from that. You'll get a double-double, straight double-double for Josh Giddey at plus 115. If you're interested in that, I have interest in that 21.5, and I have interest in 3-point props here. Okay, we know Lucian can go out there and pop that thing at any given time. All right, he has 4 or 5 3 upside there. All right, McCollum, we know what he can do. Norman Powell, we know what he can do. I have some interest in all these guys. I just don't know which one. Okay, even if you want to get to the 2-3 section, because this is what these teams do. You get Norman Powell 2 threes, McCollum, Dort 2 threes right there. That's plus money right there, or close to it. Even if you want to take McCollum down, then you want to get to something like a 3-point, 3 threes for somebody like Anthony Simons, McCollum, and then add that up there. That's a recipe for something nice there too. You know what I'm saying? All these guys, you can get to these guys with raw points as well. If you like the under in this one, then that's going to be defense being played. Rebound prop for Nurkic is in at 12.5. He hit this number last game. He's had 9 rebounds against this team the last game that they played. Two slow-paced teams, less shot attempts, less rebounds. I mean, I don't know if I'll get there, but it is what it is. That spread is really big. I don't know which way I'll go. But last game on the docket here, Philadelphia 76ers at Dallas Mavericks here, 210.5 over under. Dallas Mavericks favored by 1.5. They're favored by 1.5. They are favored by 1.5. You got Luka Doncic, okay? You got Joel Embiid, 2 of the best players in the league here. Joel Embiid in a really, really good spot here. Luka Doncic in a really, really good spot here. Especially for peripherals when it comes to rebounds and assists. Speaking of rebounds, this Philadelphia 76ers team is not a good rebounding team, okay? Just keep that in mind. Luka Doncic is always a triple-double threat here. Not too much I want to talk about, but, it's outside of the threes here, okay? Luka Doncic has been killing it from behind the arc. His 3-point prop is still sitting at 3.5. A few of his makes in the last few games has only been, I'll read them out to you, 5-4, 4-2, 4-2, to 4. Okay, so he's had 4 or 5-3 upside there. Keep an eye out on the status of Curry. This is his old team. And then last but not least, honorable mention. Keep an eye out for Bullock. Okay, I'm waiting. If they put Bullock on the 3-point in the 3-point area, I'm probably more than likely going to jump on it. He's had makes in the area of 5, 3, 6, and 4. Okay, that's his last 4 games. Probably the last amount of games that Hardaway's been out. So I really, really want to try to catch him. You know what I'm saying? Closer to lock, might catch him. You know what I'm saying? Might try to go to his 3-point prop. Okay, don't have a lean in this one. You guys got something on it? Let me know. Peace out, guys. Be safe. Oops.